Is it on?
Yes, we're good.
Yes. Okay, cool.
How are you?
I'm okay. I literally
You said that with apprehension.
I mean like I literally just got done like crying for 30 minutes.
Frying? Frying what? Oh,
Um,
crying.
yeah, crying because like I found my package that I thought I had like lost, and it was for my family for my birthday this week.
Oh, shit.
Like
Oh,
it was just like some like small stuff. It was still like a wow, like okay, that's how it's gonna be this year.
oh, man. Wait. So did you find it?
Yeah, yeah. So I went to
Oh,
look
thank
for my
God.
food, and usually I take the elevator, but I was like, I'm gonna take the stairs today. So I took the stairs all the way down, and I find it, and I'm just like,
Oh,
yo, what?
amazing. What they get you?
Just a bunch of random snacks from Sprouts, and they made
Yeah.
some cards, and it was just really like heartfelt reading the cards. 'Cause I really missed them. So it was just like I don't know, it was like a really overwhelming moment.
Yeah. That's beautiful though, you know?
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
not often that happens, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I really thought it was gone. I get like sentimental with like birthday cards for my family especially. So I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
What are you gonna
27
do?
was supposed to be good.
What are you gonna do for your birthday?
Honestly, keep it low key because I have to work that day. So
Oh,
I'm
you didn't
like,
work?
I have to work on Thursday and
Oh
Friday.
man.
So I'm just like, maybe I should do a thing where it's like, oh, if you want to come over, like I'll get like pizza and like we can have like wine and something. So
No, yeah, most
I
definitely.
have
You
to talk
you,
with my
you
room.
always you always gotta celebrate your birth, you know?
That's
I've just recently um found stumbled across the idea of like being a complete queen on your birthday, you know? And I love that shit, you know? Like, cause like what other day are you allowed to kind of be conceited, you know?
see, I guess that's why I try to like not be like that energy. I was just like, because I found it a bit annoying, but I maybe I should allow myself to like actually feel that.
No,
And
yeah, it's a day to loosen up and relax, you know. And, I mean, cause like that's what anyone wants to. Everyone wants to give someone that experience on their birthday, you know. I used to be the same way, you know, but like it feels good to loosen up and just be like, you know, it's my day, and everyone's like, yeah, it is your day.
oh, okay.
But yo, I haven't seen you in a second.
Yeah.
What have you been up
uh,
to?
Um, sorry. I've been working a lot. I feel like if I'm not working at the gallery, I'm working doing some freelance stuff and just being consumed by that or just tired. Or
Yeah, I feel
then
that.
like randomly going out. And then I went to Texas and Florida for a while. So
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it looked like you had a lot of fun.
yeah, it was really good. It was fun.
The good refresher. So what, have you been feeling like a little like burnt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. I've been recently like falling into that. Like I've been kind of running around everywhere and like I don't know, it feels like I want to not be burnt out, but I'm kind of just letting myself be completely burnt out. But I don't want to do that shit anymore, you know? Because there's like a couple projects that I need to work on. Recently, I've been kind of, you know, beginning the pace, but it's like, I don't know, you know, it weighs you down.
For sure. I let all of it kind of burn me down to like the ground basically. I felt like it like needed to in my life, like in order for me to see like certain aspects of things or to just
Mm,
like kind of just surrender to what I was going through and
yeah.
just letting it like literally just crumble, fall away. The things that remained have remained. I've definitely realized that when I'm in that like stress mode of having too many things, I let so much shit like go. Like I'll just
Oh,
forget
yeah.
or like like everything just becomes like a blur, like a blend. And then I'll get into escaping and like at night my friends will be like, oh, like I'm going to this club. I could get you on like whatever, like let's go to this, let's do this. And I'm just like, yes, yes, yes. And then
Yeah.
that blurs it even more. So I'm like, I think this is the first week since I've moved here where I'm like, okay.
What? That's sick.
I'm back to myself.
Honestly, that's kind of refreshing to hear that like comeback, you know, because like I feel like I'm in that phase now where I'm kind of like just letting everything blur and like, you know, the things that I shouldn't be focusing on right now, just kind of like, you know, they fall away, and I try and make a good end to whatever that relationship looks like, you know, but it goes away, and then the stuff that I feel needs to stay or that I don't know that I'm more invested in kind of just stick around anyway, you know.
For
But I
sure.
hate letting shit go, you know. I'm like,
It's
ah,
hard. We live in New York City. It's so
yo,
hard.
yeah, for real.
Like this is like the place of like just like so much talking and ideas and things, and then life will kind of just like filter, and
Yeah,
then you kind of
slap
just
you in the
see
head.
where you end up. Like,
Yeah, yeah, for real. Mm.
what have you been up to though? Like, what have you been up to lately?
So I've been doing a lot of work stuff. Um, so basically just like furniture design stuff. We're hoping to release our pretty much everything that we've been working on in like next year.
Oh, whoa, okay.
Yeah, like in June-ish, kind of like design week time period. Um, and it's been that, it's been these things. I've been trying to write more like poetic stuff.
Mhm.
Like I've been really like probably before I went to Haiti, I was like really looking into all of the esoteric like spiritual stuff, and then that got me like really into poetry and like I was looking into like alchemy stuff and
Mhm.
how like really it's just like a whole language of like a metaphor and everything, and I like completely fell in love with that, and I started like writing a little bit more, but it's been a little sparse recently, but yeah, it's basically been those things, and I'm trying to make a plinth, you know.
Wow.
it's like a it's like those pedestal things that you like put artwork on, but I want it to like play the some music that I've made in the past,
Mhm.
and I want it to be like very like almost sacred, like religious looking. And I've been kind of working on that.
That's gonna be cool.
Yes. And I've basically just been cooking in Blender to try and get what that thing looks like, right?
Mhm.
But yeah, my plate is like kind of full. There's other things that I should be focusing on, but I see it as like wherever my attention goes is where I should kind of let it set, you know? And, you know, it's not like I'm severing ties with whatever. I was doing some collaborative stuff with some people, but I feel like that's going to get picked up whenever the energy's right, you know?
For sure. I feel like whenever you let that kind of just like naturally flow, it'll like happen. Or like it won't feel forced, like it'll just
Yeah.
like happen naturally. Like I don't know, it's just different. Like it's like a kind of like a oh, it was like meant to be type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And then it feels better that way because there's no like resentment, you know? If you like squeeze everything out of the tube of toothpaste, you know?
Uh,
it just feels forced that way. But yeah,
sure.
what about you? What have you been cooking on? I see that you had those you posted like three different pieces.
Oh
Those
yeah.
things look fucking crazy.
Thanks. I have like 30 or 40 right now where I'm
30
just
or
like
40.
where I'm just like I kind of want to make like a little book and
Oh,
just
that would be amazing.
just like have that as like a like instead. I don't know. I picture them like on a like in an X like a room like a gallery, but until then, I'm just gonna make a little book.
Yeah,
Kind
yeah.
of like put it in that, but I don't know, I got really into like playing with AI and putting different like occulty type phrases inside of it, and then
Oh.
manipulating that even further, and then just seeing like what the heck happens. And then just
Yeah.
I'm really into like layering and filtering, so also just like incorporating that and just honestly playing with it, like just seeing what comes out. And
Yeah.
then it's cool to see at the end of it when something like strange or interesting
Wait,
comes.
wait, wait, wait. You said layering and filtering. So do you take these images and you put them in Photoshop?
In the other ones I have, but these I didn't. These I just
Oh, okay.
yeah. But the other ones that I've like already done, some of them I've been playing with the filtering and layering,
Oh,
just
that's so
kind of
sick.
like morph it even more. But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
not being able to like personally control it out of like the randomness that it feeds you. I found this one AI app. What's it called? It's called Synth, and you can do faces, scenes, and like like landscape views. Um, Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't because of like so many people on the server. But
Okay,
when it does, it's like it's pretty cool. The only thing is like the if you have the free version, it has a big watermark. So I play with the crop
oh,
to kind of like play and see what can I get out of this, even though a lot of it's going to be cut out because of the watermark. Because I
yeah,
installed
yeah.
the free version. So then that got me thinking of like, oh, I see other things within the bigger image. So then I'll crop in, like that's what I did with the ones that I posted. But
Oh,
those
so
are
you're like
kind of like
framing
a
it.
bigger thing. But I just zoomed in to like a certain section of it because I was like, wow,
What?
this thing. And it was like
That's
playing
pretty sick.
I
What were the prompts that you used to get those images? Because they look very like I don't know. I need to look at them again. They're like nature inspired, and then you have a lot of people in some scenes.
Mhm.
Let me see. Yes, yeah. My favorite are the first two ones. That like this one. Oh,
Oh yeah.
this one is crazy.
That one I remember putting alchemical seance. But like you can choose different like AI like filters of like what it goes through. So I
Oh
chose
shit.
one that's hyper realism. So I was like, okay, let's just see what pops out. And I was like, holy shit, that looks like crazy.
Yeah,
But
it
like
looks
the
really
bigger
cool
image
because
looks even crazier. I wish I could like show the bigger image. But then just I don't know, just zooming into that one section, I was like, yeah.
what is this like a like half of the image? Or
It's
is this
about
like a
three
quarter?
quarters. 3/4.
Oh, okay, okay, that's good. Yeah, it looks like I like the little phantomy figures. It looks like there's a lot of motion going on, and it's just like focused on that chair candle thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing is like completely crazy.
Yeah.
I really like throwing in religious like words into AI because it's kind of interesting to see what like that collective idea of whatever those words are. You know, it makes everything just more holy or like grand or like I don't know, kind of spooky in some ways sometimes.
No, for sure. That's what I did for the other one. I said what is it? Surreal Angel Orgy, and that was like the last one that I posted.
Oh yeah,
And I
yeah.
was like,
It
what?
definitely
That's
looked like an
crazy.
orgy. Yeah, and they have like that weird electric aura kind of going on.
Yeah. See,
Yeah, they're
that's
having a good
what's
time.
popping up in all of the ones that I've been making. This like weird
Oh
like
yeah.
thing, and I'm like, what is that? It looks like an orb or like some sort of spirit or like something is in it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And that's super sick, especially that second one.
Oh,
It's
Mystic,
like
I played Mystic Portal, and that's what it gave me.
yeah, definitely speaking of that, it's like it looks like it's like from a video game, like render, and I don't know. The textures in this look really sick. I'm kind of interested in like that idea that you were talking about of like layering the images on top of each other and kind of just like letting it kind of feel around for like how it wants to look like, you know? Like
Sure.
I don't know, maybe like pushing and pulling things through or using like transparency filters and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
that's what I was doing, and it's like play around with like the exclusion, subtract, difference, and just see what comes out. Like it'll form new shapes when you layer like things with a lot going on, because it's kind of like
Yeah.
the negative part of it and like transforming it. So it's just I don't know, it's cool. Like I definitely just play around with it. Just see what you get.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and I don't know. There's so much shit that could be done with that AI generation stuff. Like you said you wanna like make it into a gallery like situation. Like if there's like no limitations on that idea, like how do you imagine it being like displayed?
Um, you know how like in like the portions of art galleries where they focus on like Renaissance art, I kind of
Oh
want to
yeah.
do like something like that where there's like giant or not like giant but like large scale like pictures and then small ones and then just playing with like the sizes because I
Oh
like
yeah.
the idea of like even just like tiny prints that are like very small so you have to like go up and like actually look at it and just like play with just the spectrum of like how that's displayed and then
Yeah.
maybe like incorporate like some sort of like VR type thing also as like an
Ooh.
interactive thing with like AI creations because I forget there's one app where like you can like upload a video or a move like an image or something if it's large enough and kind of like see in it where it like creates like the dome shape. I
Oh
remember
shit.
showing me that like a while ago, so I have to like go back through my notes. But I know that's a thing. I'm just like, okay, let's see
Yeah,
what
how do you
this could
manipulate it?
build. I think you could also create something like that in Blender where you create like an
Oh.
environment and then you can take it a step further and place it into like a VR thing.
Blender is so fucking crazy. But like I like that idea of kind of like I don't know making whatever making the space that these images are in like holy spaces because they're like
Uh,
really ambiguous but
no,
they feel like very like strong, you know.
mhm.
And I don't know, maybe someone could like have an interesting Catholic experience there, or like any other religion, you know.
Sure, for sure. No, yeah, like the other stuff I have look like some sort of like Renaissance thing going on. And I'm like, okay, I want to play with this. I need to figure out where to print this stuff. I got two places though today that people have recommended. Um, Printique and what's the other one?
There's this one spot that I found that makes prints pretty cheap.
Oh, what's it called? Oh, the other one's Unique Print NY on Green Street.
Let me see. Yeah, I got my prints done there, and they were pretty affordable, especially for the scale. I made them like 24 by 18, and uh, I could print them and make a profit from selling them.
Oh yeah,
uh,
honestly though, but I feel like that's good because like it's your art, so that becomes the artwork
yeah,
itself.
yeah, yeah. Hold on, let me get you the print shop. Hey guys, I tell everybody about these guys. They're amazing. They do a good job too. Mm, give me one sec. But yeah, so that's the main thing that's occupying your kind of auxiliary focus.
Yeah, pretty much right now. I think because like my job was really burning me out, and it's been a shit show. It's a circus there. So I've kind of like soft quit where
Oh,
I'm like just like doing less and less. Like I'm making, I don't know, they were really just taking advantage, and it kind of was just holding me back from like applying for other things or like doing other things for money and having my faith restored in like people who actually pay on time because
oh
that's
yeah,
something they weren't doing. So that lesson kind of inspired me to just kind of take charge of my own life instead of having like a business or job career control that. And I've
yeah,
realized like once you have like the willpower to do things or like you actually seek out other opportunities or make yourself available, um it'll really open that up, like that will come.
yeah. Especially out here, it's kind of
uh,
crazy the amount of opportunities that could just fly into your lap. You
yeah, for
know?
sure, and it's really random, and that's what's like really interesting to me. So it's easier to like jump into the void of all of that knowing that there's that randomness.
Yeah, yeah. And the void is like the perfect way to describe that. Cause like I mean you can I feel like some people for better or for worse are good at making that their kind of like personality out here.
Like jumping into the void.
Oh, I mean just like all of the self promotion type stuff. But
Yeah,
maybe that's like a beginner thing. Most a
yeah.
lot of the people who are new here like flex themselves, you know? It's like relax, relax. It's like I already think you're cool. You don't have to convince me.
I'm learning though that like it's something that we kind of have to do here. Here out
Oh
of
yeah.
all places, especially in this like time in our society. That's like the only way now to like uh, I guess like I don't want to say like get exposure, but like make something happen for yourself like quicker. Like you have
No, yeah.
like pretty shameless and like promoting and just like really being in that energy, like learning how to like this is so capitalistic of me, but learning how to like stand for
You're
yourself.
fired.
I'm just like, okay, fine, I'll give in. I'll become the brand.
when do you find the time to like become the Anthony brand?
I don't. I don't. I found it today. I found it today, barely. Like seriously, you have no idea how stuck I've been feeling. Like
Yeah.
just like pure burnout, pure exhaustion, saying yes to like too many things that like kind of was just filling up my time rather than it being like productive or like
Oh yeah.
beneficial. And then it would just lead me to a bunch of experiences where I was like, well, I could have used that time like much more wisely. I don't
Oh
want
man, yeah.
to be like either not like hungover because like I'll drink but not like like I'm not like drinking like every day, but I will go out like every weekend and I feel like now I've approached the time of like okay, I'm gonna let that chill. That's always gonna be
Yes.
here. And
Yeah, yeah.
it's hard. It's hard to do that here.
Yeah, especially when it's kind of like it's fun, you know? I mean, that's the best way to put it. It's like relief from the trenches and from like the stress, you know? Um
For sure.
but yeah, like I'm personally having a hard time making a good relationship with like the self promotion. Like at sometimes like I won't even say anything about like what it is that I do or want to do, but I mean it's probably coming from a place of like me just having like a full time thing, but I don't know. It's so much a part of like interactions. Like the what do you do question, you know? And it's like, man, like I kind of don't want to say that. Like, let's just talk about cool things, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess that's like the way to kind of like talk about stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
And it's the worst part whenever you say something and then they're like, oh, cool. And you're just kind of like,
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
it's like, what? Was that not the right answer?
No, everything is the right answer as long as you like doing what you're doing.
No, yeah, exactly, you know? It's like a thing where it's like, oh, that's something that I'm either unfamiliar with or something that I'm not interested in, you know? And then the
Yeah.
people just kind of like dip. But yeah, so I'm trying to better my relationship with like hating on that, you know, the self marketing. Maybe I might lean all the way into it and become like a salesperson for myself.
Honestly, this is the place to do it. This is the place to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the complete opposite. Oh, I think I found it. Nope.
Uh,
Ah, it's somewhere. I'm gonna send it to you.
okay.
I think I texted it to Alex a little while ago.
Okay.
But yeah, they're amazing. They're in downtown Brooklyn.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna look passively right now. But yeah. So what are you up to? Actually, good question. Yeah, if you're not doing anything on Saturday, me and Sebastian are trying to group together a little squad to go to Dia Beacon.
Oh, that sounds so fun. But but I'm gonna be going somewhere Saturday night. Um,
Oh,
my friend is having this like party club nightclub, and I
oh
missed the
shit.
last one. And then I found out who's playing on this one, and I bought my ticket immediately. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. And then my friend Ala was like, oh, okay, so we'll do this for your birthday. Like,
Oh, that's pretty
so,
sick.
yeah.
What are the I guess outlooks for the birthday?
I think I am gonna do what I mentioned earlier, and on Thursday, if anyone wants to come and just have like drinks, I'll get like some pizza and
No,
just
I
like
meant
hang out on the roof, just like watch the sunset or something.
I meant for like the year, the
Oh, for the
outlook.
year.
Yeah,
Oh, man, I
yeah.
don't even know. I can't.
What do you expect from 27?
27.
It'll
It
be like
feels
your let me not bombard you. But yeah,
okay.
go ahead.
It feels like, oh man, I like finally made it through almost a year of living here. It feels like a very like grown up moment where I'm like taking the tools that I've learned and really applying it, like actually doing it and actually ingraining, like fixing anything that was like coming up. I feel like this is very like grown up year of like
Yeah.
independence, but also making shit happen for myself in a way that I didn't really have like previously. I felt like I had to like learn a lot of like the processes of doing that up until this moment, honestly. Like I was still like
Yeah.
struggling with like my worth in terms of like career and like what it is that I want to be doing. And yeah, it's cool to like focus on like one thing, but I also don't want to feel like bad for like having multiple things that I'm interested in.
Yes,
So I'm just
yeah, I
gonna
feel that.
explore that and see what happens with it. Also like putting myself out there more and like really just putting out like my own artwork and like doing stuff for myself because I feel like I haven't really like sat myself down to do it. I'll like say that I'm going to do it or I'll randomly do it. So like what people will get is like bits and pieces, but it's it's very fragmented on my end. Like
Yeah. I
you're
mean, if you need any like I don't know, help, support, blah blah blah, I'm like your biggest fan in terms of like your artistic output. Like the
oh,
shit you make is fucking wild.
Thank you.
Maybe people do say that, but any more supplying of like clout that I can offer, I will, because like yeah.
Oh, thank you. I love your stuff too. It's really sick. Like that
Thank
one
you.
funny one, I'm still like, that's so good. That's so
Oh yeah, yeah. That's some fooling around. Oh look, yeah, that's you right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
almost forgot that was there. But yeah, yeah, the bunny one was like just fooling around in Blender. But yeah, I mean that's a pretty cool outlook for what the 27th year would look like. And I kind of feel that because I turn 27 next year too,
mhm.
and I don't even know what to think of that yet. Of course I'm gonna wait till it gets there, but yeah, there's gonna be the same feel because you've been here for about a year now, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll be just about my year mark as well, and it's like what what to expect at that point. Um,
honestly, here anything is possible.
no, amen.
Like, I know lots of people say that, but it's really true. Like, this is the craziest place to live in because it's like a place of high highs and low lows. So I don't know, I just feel like the energy and like the people are so random. Like anything could happen. Like you could have it all one day, lose it all the next day, then
Oh yeah.
back on the track of all of that, and you just kind of keep going with it. And place is kind of like a test to like see how strong you are to like withstand
Oh,
all
most
this.
definitely. Yeah, yeah. This place could either, I mean, like, it could really fuck you up, or it can benefit you in some way and fuck you up just a little bit, you know.
It's
So,
true.
but before we wrap up, because I'm gonna have to go in a little bit.
Mhm.
Um, what do you see? I'm curious what you see yourself doing in like I don't know 5 years or 10 years.
Yeah.
The successful version of yourself.
Okay, this I'll like let's manifest this.
Yeah, yo.
I guess I see myself as like actually like making more art and like monetizing off of some of it and actually feeling like comfortable with like that just like experience because I don't know I really feel like I just want everyone to have everything for free, like I just want to like share things, but also like I feel like I owe it to myself to also try to have like some sort of business thing.
Mm.
Because I've done so much. I feel like the things that I actually put out just by myself, I like more than anything else. And I feel like there's a better response to that than the things I make for like other people. Because lately I've been like, damn, no, you didn't really like that, did you? So I'm getting more comfortable with actually I'm going to be more comfortable in myself and helping other people to also get to that point because I really
Yeah.
want I know I want everyone to kind of like talk about things that are like troubling them and just getting over it and like having it
Yeah.
be this collective experience because there is always a good ending if you actually manage to go towards it. Like you can still have it. It doesn't have to end with something not great. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
I've definitely had friends that are like, oh, like complaining and everything, and I've done that too. But then I've also had friends that are like, oh, like I've done this, this, and this, and all these things are happening, and that's a cool feeling. And I've experienced that. Other people have experienced that in their lives, so I kind of just want to keep that like flow of it. It would be sick if I could like, I don't know, take off with like my like tarot spiritual thing. I kind of want to
Ooh.
be involved with like a wellness program. If I could find something that blends like wellness and Oh man, like metaphysical therapy way, like I don't know.
Yeah,
I really want to just like advance in that and in my own art and just see what can happen with that. It'd be sick if could was just like working for myself and I was my own boss by that point. That's what I really want. Because
yeah, yeah.
I don't want a boss anymore.
No, I feel that from your stories, like you deserve to be your own boss, you know?
It's been hell. But I know now I can redo um rooms interiors that just
Yo,
so
yeah.
happens to like be something I do now. Like completely renovating like spaces, like actually building shit and like knowing how to fix things, like paint, like remodeling, like fixing, organizing, like I like weirdly I've become very into like interior design and like
Oh, hell
just
yeah.
learning how to do that and really like learning how to build things within that space. So maybe I'll manifest that also, like being like an interior designer or just something like adjacent to that. That would be sick.
No, yeah. I imagine that in like future like gallery space, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Oh, that.
module I need to send you this I'm gonna do it right now while we're talking. But like it's this page that posts these very interesting interiors. Very interesting gallery interiors. They're kind of like made with a lot of like intention and whatnot, and they all look so fucking crazy, and it makes me want to like just spend too much fucking money to like have a solo show for no fucking reason, you know? Like like the
That'd be
amount of
fun
things that these
though.
people make are crazy. Where's my here it is. It's called like four Y's, two M's, and two D's. Let me send it to Anthony. Oh, I messaged him. But yeah, how the fuck do I send this?
I don't know.
Oh, there it is. Alright, I'm
Technology
gonna
is
text it
always
to you.
changing.
Dude, for real. Alright. Yeah, but they're ridiculous. And I don't know. Yeah, I'm hoping that these things will manifest for you, you know? Cuz like honestly like you're probably and this is not meant to like toot the horn more than I already have, but like out of the artists that I know, you're probably like top top five like favorite
Oh.
artists. Yeah, so do with that what you must, you know.
It's crazy
I'm
because like
eager to buy more work.
dang, it's crazy because I feel like I'm still like learning how to be an artist. Like I feel like I'm in this like baby stage of like being in the egg still.
Mm. Dude,
Everything's like,
skill wise, you're like already there. Like my favorite thing about the artists that I do like a lot is that they like I guess they pull from source material that's like inherently like meaningful or like culturally intense or like there's like a lot of like oomph to it, you know? Like I
yeah.
like things that are kind of jarring whenever people like look at it and they're like, what the fuck? You know? And that's like the stuff of like religious symbolism and or like any of these symbolisms um, that you kind of like play around with, and that shit's important automatically. And the fact that you have all of those things just floating around in your imagination, subconscious, or creativity or whatever is like that shit's sick.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, but it's gonna
Always
cut off.
love.
It's gonna cut off in a little bit, but we'll end on that note. You know,
Okay.
I
Oh,
hope this flattery takes you all the way. You know.
it definitely made this week feel really good. So
Yeah.
thank
Well.
you.
Yeah. No problem, man. I'll catch you around.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.